instructional video on Mrs. Rice's chemistry class.
In this video, each of us will explain a certain section of chemistry. Let's do it again.
There are 6 types of reactions. The first one is the decomposition reaction. Here's an example of it. The other one is double replacement with foil. The third one is single replacement reaction. Another one is double replacement. Another one is combination reaction. And the last one is combustion.
One thing to know about reactions is that it can be either homogeneous or heterogeneous. In a homogeneous reaction, the phases are the same, and in a heterogeneous reaction, there is a mixture of phases. Another thing is that in an equilibrium equation, if the K is greater than 1, it is product favored, and if the K is less than 1, it's reactant favored.
Ability to work or produce heat. There's 2 types of energy, potential and kinetic energy. Energy and matter follow a law called the law of conservation of matter and energy. This law states that in a chemical reaction, matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it transforms into one form to another.
Mother! This was an act of actual kinetic energy because he was standing upon being pushed.
You're good.
Potential energy is when something is about to be in motion but has not moved yet. Kinetic energy is when an object is in motion, as Jesus was falling into the pool after being acted upon by Helen and is now traumatized for life.
Reactions occur if they have 3 factors. If they collide, have the correct orientation, and if they have sufficient energy. 2 types of these collisions is the first one-step collision, which is when it collides and inverts a molecule. The second step collision, or 2-step collision, is when it removes and replaces it with a different atom. There are 4 ways to speed up these reactions. The first one would be to add a catalyst, which reduces the activation energy. The second one, which would be to increase the surface area, which allows it to react faster. Third one would be to increase the temperature, and the fourth one would be to increase the concentration.
And intermolecular forces inside a molecule and in between atoms. Think of the human body as an example. And intermolecular forces outside and between a molecule, they are weak compared to intramolecular forces. An example would be social relationships. London dispersion, it's fleeting and not permanent. An example would be swarm of bees. Dipole is permanent, and it's when molecules have a positive and a negative side and they line up.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this little video about chemistry. If you found this helpful, great. If you didn't, I suggest you Google it. Yes, we are just trying to pass.
Thank you, Mrs. Ryes.